is gonna take crackerjack timing, Wang.
Total concentration. You ready, Jack?
I was born ready.
Welcome back to Thinking Critical. This is Wes, and today I'm going to review the final issue of Eric Henson's Eden series. Eden is published by Alterna, is one of the finer sci-fi comic series on the market. The story of Neriah, Christian, and Kla'Tuu's search for Neriah's son Avion didn't start out perfect, but it's ending on a very high note. Issue 1 dropped the reader right on the utopian planet of Eden, where Neriah discovered her son was missing after a crash landing. Writer-artist Eric Henson introduced the reader directly into the second act of the story and filled in the first act as the story went along. It made for a confusing, albeit enjoyable first two issues. By issue 3, the kinks were worked out and Henson seemed to grow by leaps and bounds as a storyteller. The hallmark of the 4-issue miniseries has been the excellent artwork. Eric Henson's pencil work lays a great foundation for the series and allows inker Michael Babinski to shine throughout. The series is accentuated by color artist Brittany Pezzillo's very bright color palette. Henson is a very talented visual storyteller and is adept at keeping things moving with terrific panel structure. The entire team works wonderfully together, and my favorite design is the main villain, Ghost. There can be artistic limitations with newsprint, but this team isn't held back in the least. Ghost has an extremely menacing look about him, and Henson and crew add amazing details, like his gold android spine seen in his stomach and the brightly colored lines on his face. His samurai-inspired pants and armor give the character a unique flair and tells the reader he's very dangerous in combat. The artwork in Eden 4 continues to impress, and I'll give it 4 out of 5. By the end of issue 3, Eric Henson fleshed out his main cast well, with one exception, the villainous Ghost. Issue 4 fills the reader in on why Ghost is so dangerous, and ultimately what his plan is in very, very unexpected ways. Neriah's human companion Christian is injured and awakens with the healers of Siloa, who begin filling him in on the monster who's kidnapped Neriah's son Avion. He is an ancient being who once lived on Earth. Rare Earth texts tell how he passes from body to body with no shape of his own. And things get more interesting as one of the healers takes down a copy of the Bible. He explains to Christian he wouldn't know this story. The Holy Book was banned on Earth long ago. He begins telling the story of Legion from the Gospels of the New Testament of Christ. The demons known as Legion inhabited a man and made him so strong he could not be bound by chain. He would cry out and cut himself because the demon spirits were too powerful for his mortal body. One day the universe's great creator, in human form, cast Legion out of the man and into swine, who threw themselves into the sea. The demon spirits did not perish in the water, but entered the sea life. It's then revealed the sea creatures were consumed by a lone fisherman, and Legion continued to pass from mortal form to mortal form in search of the perfect host. It's revealed Hitler, Vlad the Impaler, Ramesses II, and other historical and future tyrants, including Ghost, were all driven mad by Legion. There are religious references during the series. It is called Eden after all, but this reveal was unexpected and executed perfectly. Eric Henson delivers a worthy payoff for readers of the series, and I'll rate his characterization a 4 out of 5. The star of Eden number 4 is Henson's character work, but he delivers a satisfying conclusion to his story as well. We've known since issue 3, Ghost planned to place his conscience into Neriah's son Avion. We also knew Neriah had an unexplained ability to project energy, and Henson pays these mysteries off very well. Ghost needs Avion because he's the perfect vessel, and we learn Avion's not even Neriah's son. Neriah is barren and was created by Ghost, who calls her nothing more than a failed experiment and a mistake not strong enough to serve my body. Avion is actually a clone of Neriah that Ghost considers his genetic masterpiece. With his blood, he will be more powerful than ever and will replace Lucifer atop the throne of hell. Ghost promises Neriah she will die for hiding Avion from him all these years. Believe me, there's even more great story, but I've spoiled too much already. The story in Eden number 4 is well crafted, and I scored a 3 out of 5. Eden number 4 is a very satisfying conclusion to a series that got better as it progressed. Eric Henson, Michael Babinski, and Brittany Pezzillo should feel very accomplished by their creation, and I give this issue a 3.5 out of 5. I highly recommend this to sci-fi and fantasy comic readers alike, as well as those who enjoy fiction with religious themes. As a whole, Eden gives the wicked righteous a run for its money as my favorite Alterna story arc. I think if it were a 6-issue series and the first act of the story was included, it would have been even stronger. I hope Eric Henson and his Eden universe aren't complete at Alterna Comics, as it's just come together. It's ripe for more fantastic sci-fi adventures, something Alterna Comics and Eric Henson are excellent at. Be sure to look out for my next Alterna Comics review, Exilium number 4, sometime next week. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I would appreciate it very much. It helps us attract more views for the channel. Subscribe for future commentary, comic book news, and reviews. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. If you want to talk comics, movies, and much, much more, you can follow me on Twitter at Wes_from_TC. With that, Salamat Po, and I'm out.